Yo, what's up everyone? My name is Dom and we're here to talk about unusual options activity. Alright, let's kick it off with the disclaimer. Disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only. The statements made in this programming are solely the opinion of the show and are not a specific inducement to make an investment. One must perform their own due diligence and realize all investments carry risk. There's no guarantee of profit. Okay, so first one I want to bring up is Bed Bath & Beyond. Now, this is a meme stock here, and I believe that's why they're buying these calls here. This stock was up about 8% today, or $1.24. It looks like after hours is trading higher here. This is a heavily shorted name that a lot of these people on Reddit like to run up and do a little short squeeze. So if you take a look at the action here, they're starting to come in and pick up a lot of these calls here. I jumped in the November 5th 16 strike calls. There's 13,000 contracts trading, open interest of about 2,300. There might be a potential for a little bit of a short squeeze here. This is kind of a little bit of a smaller speculative position, not super small, but you know, if this trade doesn't work out, then I don't want to lose a whole bunch of money on it. And that these calls expire this Friday, so it's a pretty risky trade here. We're not really putting down a whole lot of money on that trade. So as you can see here, Bed Bath & Beyond had pretty horrid earnings and the stock sold off quite significantly. I still like the story actually behind the stock. New CEO, turnaround story. So you know, I think that this trade might actually work out here. So we're in these calls, everyone, and we'll see what happens. Okay, next trade that I want to bring up is JMIA. JMIA, JMIA. People call it a whole bunch of different ways. Now, as you can see here, there was a whole bunch of contracts trade here. They were even going out and buying the this week 21 call with the stock around 1850. That call is so far out of the money. Whenever I see these people buying short-term calls like that, super far out of the money, and it doesn't even really matter if I like the stock or not. You know, I usually jump in because it's a low risk, high reward scenario here. And if people, why would somebody be going out buying a $3 out of the money call on an $18 stock? So they might maybe know something. Maybe there's a news announcement. We don't know. That's why we're following this activity. I like that there was also some activity hitting in some of these other months here, or some of these other strikes here, the 19 strike, the 20 strike. I took a flyer on the 21 call. That's a pretty far out of the money call here. What I do like about this chart here is you can see that it had a huge sell-off from about this 90 level. Now we're at about this 17 level here. And it looks like we're kind of making this big U here. We're kind of finding some support here around this 1730 level here. So I like that we've come down. We've bounced aggressively off that today on heavy volume here. You can see these volume candles here. That's super important. And also, yeah, we're finding support here. So I think we could make a nice sweeping motion here to the upside. But, you know, this is an extremely short-term trade. So if we get a nice pop out of this thing tomorrow, I will probably look to take some profits. So thanks to everyone who's been subscribing. Make sure to check me out on Twitter at OptionGuru100. I post some of the trades that I talk about during the day. I post some of the trades on Twitter, so you don't have to wait for me to make the YouTube video. You can just check it out on Twitter. But if you want all the trades, I usually only post one on Twitter, and then I talk about the other ones on YouTube. So make sure to go follow me on Twitter. Make sure to like my posts and all that. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to like the video so I know to keep making more videos like this. We'll see you in the next one.